and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Loretta. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing my 2026 Hobonichi order. This video is probably going to be quite chatty. I placed this order on September 1st, and it was shipped out on September 11th. And it arrived today, and today is the 16th. So I've made myself a beverage, and we're just going to jump right in. So I've had a super long day at work today, and I was thinking that I was actually going to film this video tomorrow, but I want to open it and I want to do the unboxing with all of you. So I decided that this evening I'm going to film it instead of tomorrow. I got myself a new camera stand. In my last video, my stand was like very wobbly. This one is very sturdy. I think it was 35 bucks plus shipping on Amazon Canada, and it comes with this light. And I just actually want to show you with the light off, because the lighting in my room is not very good, and it's the evening, and this is with the lighting on. So the light that it comes with is really great. And this stand, I really love this stand, so I'm really glad that I got it. I just kind of want to show you how the box arrived. So it's a little dented and we have a little bit of damage here. I didn't order enough to have a box within a box, so that's what it's all about. But it's okay. It's just a box to me, and I love the color. I love this green, and really all that matters to me is that the contents are exactly as they should be. So let's try to get this open, and if this causes too many problems, I will speed this up in my editing. I like actually opening the contents on camera, because then you get to see like a genuine reaction. And I'm just standing up to do this. All right, here we go. So there is the quote on the box. I'm gonna just slide my drink over here a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna take a little sip. It's been a long day, like I said. All right, let's get rid of this bubble wrap. All right, here we go. So this is what it looks like as soon as the box is opened, and I'm going to take everything out. It's like this. Oh, so exciting. Okay, I'm going to take everything out, and I'm going to move this box off to the side. So before we move on, I can just show you the state of the box up close. So dented over here. The bottom is looking a little rough, and then dented over here as well. I mean, it came from Japan to Ontario, so I'm actually very impressed with the shipping time. And from when I ordered to when the order was fulfilled, and then the shipping to me is pretty impressive, and I'm very grateful that it didn't take very long. Or at least I don't think so. Okay, so I'm gonna just make sure I'm in frame before I sit down. Okay. All right, so like I said, this video is going to be a little bit chatty, because I'm going to talk about my order, obviously, and I'm going to talk about last year's order and the year before. Which reminds me, I made some prints that I have to go get from my printer, so I'm gonna go do that right now. So as we move through this video, I'm going to talk about the cost of everything as well compared to the cost of the other 2 years, because I only started buying Hobonichi in 2024. So I just want to talk about the price difference and how my purchases and preferences have changed or not changed over the years. So let's get started with going through everything. And I think that we'll start with the planners first. Let's move these off to the side. Okay. So I've seen quite a few videos so far, and I noticed that they all come with this little insert for the app, and I will likely check out the app just out of curiosity. I am more of a physical planner myself. I do have a calendar app in my phone where I keep track of all my bills and social events. I also do put them in my planner, but I've been using this app for years before I had a paper planner, and it's all color coded, and I just find that it helps my brain to know when like a bill is due, and because I have lots of bills. So I definitely use a digital planning system, but it's simply just for that alone. And I also have a process where I have a master list where I use, whenever anything pops into my head, I write it on my master list, which is in my notes in my iPhone, because like it's the only way that I can really organize myself. Like I'll put something on my master list, and then every day I look at my master list to make sure that I'm adding it to my planner to make it make sense for my my life. Okay, so that's that, and I will likely cut a bunch of these things out and put it in my journal. And start with the Avec. I am going to open it. I'm going to put it back in here because I don't need it for another 4 months or so. And this is basically what I've been getting for the last 3 years. So this is my 3rd year. And I thought about switching to the weeks, but I don't know if there's enough space in the weeks. I just really like how slender it is and just the way that it looks. So I was thinking I might want to switch to it. I'm not sure. Last year I told myself, and I said in my last video from my unboxing for last year, which I'll link below, that I'm going to do 1 more year in the Avec and then see how I feel about it. And then if I want to stick with it, I'll stick with it. So I decided to stick with it because I didn't want to think about it too much. And it's worked for me, so I just decided to stick with it for 2026 as well. I like the idea of switching halfway into the year. And then we have our insert. Little paint by numbers. And I love these images here. I will likely cut these out and put them in my journal, which will be the cousin. And I like this as well. I'll cut those out. Okay. So the Avec this year was $39. I got it with a cover, which we'll look at in a minute. And like I said, it's what I've been using for the past few years. So this is 2024. I guess it goes this way. I decorated both of my covers, which I often do. And this is 2025. And then this is what I'm using right now, July to December 2025. And I have a story actually about these. I know this looks really busy. I have a story about these crazy stickers, which I'll either get into later or I'll get into if I decide that I'm going to do a journal flip through. I call them my vintage stickers. Anyways, that's a whole other video. But like I said, this is probably going to be very chatty, so I may talk about it in this video. So I'm going to put these back in here. And I went for the cousin. And a few reasons that I decided to go for this. So last year I purchased the home for to have a daily journal. And this is what I've been using. Crescent Moon Delivery 2025. And I've been filling it up quite a bit. I journal every day, or at least I try to. There are definitely a few missing days. But I really wanted to go for a softer cover. Let's open it up. And by softer, I mean like softer in touch and also in color. And I've never seen a cousin, so I'm excited to, oh, sorry, I got a little bit of cat fur on my desk, which I did clean before I started. And by desk, I mean a folding table from Canadian Tire, which is what I'm using for my desk these days. I have been for years, and I probably will be for years, because it works. Okay, oh, this is very nice. I know if you've seen the cousin before, you use a cousin, it might not be such a big deal to you, but I really, really, really like it. I'm really excited to look at it. So let me see how it lays. I'm gonna get rid of this packaging. Oh, so nice. Do you also smell your journals when you get them, or are you normal? They're just well made. I don't know. I just really like them. It really is a book. Yes, it's a planner, but it's a book. It's a, you know, like a book. Say book one more time. So let's talk about covers. So Hobonichi does not have clear covers for their techos and for the cousin. So I actually purchased, and I did the same the year before last, these Midori covers on Amazon. So this will be for my journal, for my cousin. And these were a little bit pricey. This was, I think this was $15, and this one was $10, or it could be reversed. I'm not quite sure. But like, as you can see from last year, or this year rather, I like to put a clear cover on my planner, even if it has a cover already. I like to keep it in a cover, and this one is starting to get, see, let me show a close up. It's like ripping over here. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, I could definitely, you know, live with it, but I just really wanted to get a new one. And I also want to show you something about this cover. And I've had this, so I bought this in 2024. So this is the second year that I've used it, and I reused it again because I love it and because it was a little bit pricey, but I took it to work, and I work in the food industry, and it just got these stains on it. So the thing is, before I started the work that I'm doing now, I would never take my planner with me to work. I didn't need to, so it would just sit on my desk. And so I ended up taking the cover off, and then actually forgot that I had a cover on cover because it was off for so long. And I was going through my stuff the other day, and I found it, which I bought last year. And if I kept this on here, then this would be in much better condition. But like I said, I completely forgot that I had it. Anyways, it's time for a new one, but I know this is not a big deal, but like these marks and these stains and these pen marks, they just, it'll drive me nuts. So, and I mean, let's be real here. I just really wanted to buy a new cover. So that's that. So I'll put that back to the side. So this is for my planner and this is for my journal. And I'm gonna put this back in its case. And I got another one of these inserts. So again, I will likely cut these out and put them somewhere in my 2026 journal. Maybe I'll actually use one in my 2025 journal. Okay, so put those aside. Now let's move on to my covers. So I went for the powder blue. And I'm going to take it out of the package. So I want to talk about covers a little bit. So I actually placed my order on August 31st. So for some reason in my head, I thought that ordering was on September 1st. But then I remembered that last year, when I placed my order for this year, I placed it on the 31st. So I was just kind of casually watching TV, or I don't have cable or TV, I was watching YouTube. and then I remembered that the ordering, like I was able to order from Canada on the 31st. So I went onto the website. Well, first of all, I was texting back and forth and chatting with my sister. And then I remembered, oh, I can actually place my order tonight. So I had had a couple martinis this night. And so I placed my order. And then I kid you not, the next morning I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I'm not sure that I bought what I really wanted. And I canceled the entire order. And so my order was, so the only things that changed in that order was the cover. So I went for the aqua lime color cover, which I love the colors, but I don't know if it's something that I could look at every day. And so the next day I was kind of having these regrets and I thought, oh my gosh. Oh, and by the way, the entire order was $330. Like, it was crazy expensive. Another thing that I did was I ordered those pens, the ones that match, like you have like a pen per month. And I wasn't sure of the price because I had watched the Hobonichi video. And I thought if each pack is $20 or less, then I'll buy them. So when I went onto the website, I realized that it was $45. And I thought, well, that's not bad. That's a little bit over my budget. And I didn't realize it was for one pack for 6 months, not for the 12 months. And I thought that I had ordered the 2 packs and I didn't. So it was $45 for one. I thought, oh my gosh, these pens are going to be $90 plus tax plus shipping. Like, that's a lot for pens. So between the cover and the pens, I just canceled the entire order. So that was fine. Everything went through fine. And then I just decided to place a new order. So it went from $300 and, like I said, I think it was $320 to $260. And this cover was $35. And the reason that I wanted to get a solid cover, like as I showed you my other A6 cover, this beautiful design, is I've always wanted to get a clear cover with a design on it so that the color from the cover pops up. And then when I saw the forest lake, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get that. It's so pretty. Love it, love it. And it does look super pretty. I've seen some videos with this powder blue cover and I was a little bit concerned because it looked a little bit orange to me. And I was glad that when then now that I see in person, it's peach because this is what I was hoping for. So the color is true to what it looked like on the website, which is great. Because the Hobonichi release video, it also looked like a little bit orangish. And this blue, of course, I totally love. This is so nice. And what I really love about this is all of these pockets, because this one doesn't have all those pockets. It just has these in the back and then this. And then I can reuse my pencil board as well. I didn't get a new pencil board because I don't use them that often, so it's not something that I really need. Okay, between the unboxing and the excitement, I broke a nail, so I had to tend to that. So this is something that I will use in my journal, and I'll show you some of the things I did last with this journal. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a flip through of my journal. The only thing is I have to go through basically all of my pages and block out all of the personal stuff. And it's not just, it's a journal, like, let's face it, but it's not just personal stuff. It's also names of people I know and events and places I've gone. And I just, there's no need for me to put that out on YouTube. My channel is public, obviously. So it just takes a lot of work to kind of go through it and to block out stuff. So I'll need to do that before. I consider doing a flip through, but let me just show you. I kind of marked these pages so I can get to them easily. Maybe I don't have that one in here. Okay, never mind. We'll revisit that after, but yeah, I definitely like to use these in my journal. Like I'll distress the edges and then maybe put some stickers on it or stamps or decorate it in some sort of way. So I like to use every little bit of piece of paper that I get. Oh my gosh, this peach. I love peach. I love the color peach. I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna put it back in the wrapper because I don't want it to get damaged. I changed my mind. I took it back out of the wrapper because I want to put the cover on it. So let's do that. So this is the Forest Lake cover, and I've noticed that lots of other YouTubers have purchased this. Oh, and by the way, to everybody out there who makes videos, unboxing videos and videos on their haul, thank you so much. I watch all of them, whether I'm interested in the products or not, whether it's anime or like if you have placed an order and your order is like completely different than what I would order, it doesn't matter. I watch them all. I love it. So thank you. And I've seen this cover quite a bit. And I was actually watching a video the other day, and she purchased the same cover and the same cover on cover. I can already tell it's gonna look nice. This cover was $9.95 Canadian dollars. Let's see how it looks. And I didn't realize until I see it in person. Sorry, let's try this. Let's try a little harder to get this on. I didn't realize that some of the images on here are silver. I love that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to pull this away. Sorry, guys. There we go. Oh my goodness, look how it looks on the blue. And some of these patterns here are silver. I didn't realize that. Oh, it looks really nice on the light blue. Oh, I'm gonna be so happy to get into my planner this year. This is exciting. I know it doesn't sound super exciting in my voice, guys, but I'm really tired. That's the only reason. But trust me, I am excited. And after this video, I'm probably going to take everything out of the package and look at it again, because that's just how I am. Okay, I'm gonna put everything back. I'll make sure that I either edit this out or make it quiet. Okay, so that was my books and my covers. And I do believe that this is my pens and my free gift. Ooh. All right. So here's the pen this year. Let's put these off to the side. And I quite like the color. So I've seen, like I said, I've seen lots of unboxings, and I've seen the pen on other videos, but it looked very similar to last year. And when I see it in person, I saw somebody else do a comparison, so I appreciate that comparison, but it looks really similar to the year before last, but it's not. It's this is more like a blue, like a baby blue or a sky blue, not a baby blue, like a sky blue, and then this is maroon, and this is the one. This is a comparison to 2024's pen, and I like 2024's pen a lot, and I was not a huge fan of 2025's pen. I'm just not a big fan of orange. I don't mind yellow, it's kind of growing on me, but I'm not a fan of orange, and I'm really not a fan of orange and yellow together. It's almost like it's about color combinations for me rather than just colors. Do you know what I mean? And I just want to, so here's the comparison, and I love this pen. I'm gonna be so happy to use it. So somebody mentioned in last year's video that they just took the insides of this pen and put it in like that year's pen. So that's what I did with these orange ones. So I never used the red. And so I've taken them out and put them in there. And I just want to point out, so this was last year's box. And this is the pen. And then this is 2024's box, which I use to stash my Sorry Silk. And that's the pen. So I just kind of find that like this actually matches this box more, and this matches this box more, but then this kind of matches this year's pen. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, like I do everything. Anyways, so I'm actually going to keep this box in good condition, and I'm going to put I'm probably going to put the Sorry Silk in here, and I'm going to find another home for right now. What's in here? Oh, I have a journal that I'm working on here, a vintage journal. So, but the 2024 box, I don't have a lot of room. I have a pretty small space, so I just can't be keeping like a whole lot of things in here. So, yep, that's the pen, and I love the colors, and I love the pen. I love the way it writes. So I also purchased these oil-based pens, and I don't really consider myself, I'm sorry for that noise in the background. That's my my turtle. She's very noisy. These oil-based pens, and apparently oil-based pens are not good on the Hobonichi paper. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use these on this paper. I guess I can do a little sample. Let's try at the back of my journal. Here, let's try here. Oh yeah, it definitely shows through. My bad. Oh well, I'll find something else to use it for. They were $2, so, and they're actually nice pens. 01. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. So we have our free gift, which is these little paperweights. So I'm going to be very honest. I'm not sure if next year I'm going to be ordering from Hobonichi. See, okay, so this is the thing. My order was $259. The shipping was $55 and the taxes $23.48. So I ordered quite a bit of stuff, but so I have 12 items. Last year I had 7 items. The shipping was $41 and the tax was $20. And the year before I got 7 items again, but I only got 1 book. Whereas last year I got the Hone and this year I got the Cousin. And the first year was $159 and the shipping was $46. Anyway, shipping is very expensive. So $55 for shipping is a lot, and that's more than I would normally ever pay for shipping. But the thing is, like, I've looked on other Canadian websites that sell Hobonichi. And I went on this one, I can't remember the name, but the difference in price between the Avec and the Cousin itself was $50. So yes, the shipping is a lot from Hobonichi, but everything is more reasonably priced. So you can get free shipping over, like, let's say $125 from these Canadian shops, but their planners are triple the price than if I were to get them from the actual Hobonichi website. If anybody knows of any Canadian shops, even American shops, where the price is reasonable and the shipping is reasonable, let me know in the comments below. I could do a lot, like, my own research, but going through all these shops is like really quite time consuming. Anyways, this comes back to the free gift. So the free gift this year is, and it's not, I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful. I definitely appreciate the pens, but I don't really have a use for a tiny robot paperweight. And the free gift last year was incredible. Notebooks. Like, the only better gift you could really ask for is a planner itself. But a free notebook, I got 2 free notebooks, which I use notebooks all the time. And the first year I ordered in 2024, I get those little bags. And I didn't really have a use for that either. So I'm just not sure if it's worth it for me to order straight from Hobonichi. Probably, considering, you know, like I just talked about, the shipping and the price difference. But we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna put those off to the side. Okay, I'm quite excited about these index stickers. Let me just show you what I use here. And these are from Josephine Bow, and I have a video on those as well. Here I have these And she has a website, but she also has a shop on Etsy, and I love these holographic. And I use these up here, and I'm actually going to be using these on my planner for 2026. But since Hobonichi came out with some, I decided to buy them. And I bought a set for my planner, and I bought a set for my journal. And I don't really need a set for my journal, but I just wanted a set for my journal. I mean, let's face it, like I could just go to the dollar store and buy a spiral book and a pen, and that could be my planner. So I don't really actually technically need anything, but I do try to keep my, well, I don't try to, I keep my orders as humble as possible. It might seem like kind of hypocritical if you watch my other videos and you know my channel. I talk a lot about frugality, but it's a more intentional living than frugality. And I feel like if you really, really want to buy something and spend your money on it and it makes sense to you, then do it. And I start saving between October and November for my order. So like next month, I'll start putting away $25 a month or $20 a month, whatever it comes out to. So that by the time September rolls around, I have that money to place this order. So it's not like this, you know, splurge that just like comes out of nowhere. Okay, so moving on, I just have a few things left here. So these are the Kita washi strips, and I purchased these with my first order in 2024 and loved them and ended up actually using all of them. And so I didn't get any last year, so I decided to get more this year, and I love using these in my journal. And then I got the Forest Lake layering stickers, I believe they're called. And these match my cover. It's by the same artist. And in my first order, the one that I was talking about before that I canceled, I ended up getting 2 of these, and then I thought that was kind of unnecessary, so I just ended up getting one this time around. And these came out to $6.95. Sorry, the index stickers were $5.95 each. Okay, so the last thing, so I kind of hummed and hawed about what cover I wanted to get. I definitely went back and forth. I really liked the Mystic Berry, and I also really liked the Little House, I think it was called. And I liked the White Cat as well. But like I said, I wanted to get a clear cover with a pattern to put over a solid cover, and that's why I went for this ultimately. But I love the White Cat. It's so cute. And my sister and I were talking about the White Cat and how adorable it is. So I thought, okay, if I'm not going to get the cover, then I'm just going to go for a sticker sheet. So I got 2, and I got 1 for myself and 1 for my sister. So I'll be sending this in a care package at some point. And I think we have gone through everything. So it's the White Cat stickers. Will definitely be used in my journal. 1 will be a gift. And then my layering stickers, my cover on cover. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I'm so excited to use this. I have my index stickers. Oh, and something else that I will definitely do before January is I will put in all of my index stickers. I will likely even, here's my cover, but I will likely even decorate the cover of my journal just a little bit. I ended up doing that with my journal for 2025. I did a bunch of decorating before I even got into it, and there's a little bit more decorating. Anyways, you'll see this with my flip through. So yeah, so I'll decorate the front a little bit, and then I will put my covers on, and I'll decorate my Vex as well. and then I'll cut out all the little pieces that I want from the inserts. I'm just going to quickly check my notes because I did make notes for this video and I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. One of the things that I wanted to mention is I really enjoy the videos that I've seen this year. I find that the videos are very, like the hauls are quite small, like very humble. Like people are only really getting what they need and what they love. And just because like they don't get a whole ton of stuff, which I didn't, I don't really feel like I got like a whole ton of stuff. But everything I got I love and I'm going to use. And I find that with these haul videos, it doesn't necessarily have to be like just a whole ton of stuff to make it worthwhile to make a video. So even if you just get like a couple books and you want to talk about your planning lifestyle and be part of the community, I encourage you to do it, because don't think that it has to be this huge thing where you're showing off like all of the stuff that you got. It could just be one book. Maybe you just got one planner and you know, you're excited to use that and what you use it for. So I just wanted to throw that in there. And one of the other things that I really enjoy about watching other videos is there's so many different personalities out there, and I really love that. Like I can tell like some people are a little bit more of an extrovert and some people are a little bit more shy and maybe they don't make a lot of videos, but like I said, I watch all of them, no matter if it's one of the products in their lineup that I'm interested in or not. I just like to see what people buy and the reason that they buy it. And it's just seeing all like, and all around the world too. I see videos from all over the world, which is amazing that so many people love this product and that we can all sort of come together. I don't know any of my actual like real life friends that have this hobby or this passion for stationery products, and specifically Hobonichi. So when I make these videos and I watch these videos, I really feel like I'm connecting with people. And I just want to say that I really appreciate all the videos that people put out there. I know that it's not easy, especially with like today's lifestyle, the lives that we have. It's hard to make a video. And it's not just making the video, it's editing the video, it's posting the video. Like all of it takes an incredible amount of effort. So thank you so much for everybody that does post videos. I watch all of them, or as much as I can. And I do hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please consider subscribing if you would like to see more of my content. I do my Hobonichi videos every year. Like I said, I will commit to doing a journal flip through, and make sure that you look out for that one, and we will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day or evening, everyone. Bye-bye.